Alright, time for the Battle Frontier. The first place I'm going to do is the place that does not require any kind of Pokemon you've trained whatsoever. Now what you want to do is go to the Battle Factory. Oh, this is the Battle Factory. What am I thinking? And the interesting thing about here is that usually you'll get a choice of level 50 and open level. And usually open level will be minimum level 60, and all the Pokemon you fight will match your highest leveled Pokemon. In the Battle Factory, where you borrow Pokemon, this is just level 100, because that's, the max level and all that. You have to save your game constantly. As you can see, they have plenty and plenty of Pokemon. And what's interesting is that the Battle Factory gives you hints like that. In the later in Generation 4, their Battle Factory gives you, all 3 Pokemon that they have. And if you played this enough, you'll know exactly what kind of movesets they might have. So what you have in here is you get a choice of 6 Pokemon. You get to see their stats and everything before you actually choose them, though. Ooh, my Lodic. I wouldn't mind having one of those, actually, so I'll rent her. You choose 3 Pokemon out of the 6 they give you in the beginning. Yeah, the thing about the Battle Factory is that at first you're not going to be given a lot of good Pokemon, but you do it in sets of 7. And that means you do 7 battles in a row. So I'll show the first. Oh, I don't know. I might as well just show the first battle because there's not really that much to say about this one. So let me. We're failing so much, and that's actually not good. This actually isn't a bad Milotic set, with Mirror Code and all that. Let's use Recover first, and that's not good either. Mirror Code, yeah, I thought Solar Beam was going to happen. At least Mirror Code's going to give all that damage back to him twice. So yeah, basically imagine me doing these kind of battles multiple times in a row. Sunlight is strong. Come on, hit me. Thank you. My goodness. Basically imagine me doing this multiple times in a row, and eventually you actually get a little surprise. Oh, and you gotta love how every single person you fight yells in all caps what they say. So what's interesting about the Battle Factory is since you get to rent all these Pokemon, this guy gives you a hint about all that. You can swap Pokemon, meaning you can swap one of the Pokemon you don't like on your team. Like, for example, if I didn't like Magmar, I could take, say, Mr. Mime. And then my next fight, I would have Mr. Mime. This side I might as well do the post-commentary as soon as I finish doing these. So I decided to do post-commentary for the reason that I had to keep on retrying it because this place is extremely cheap. First off, you can't choose your Pokemon. You're only given 6 Pokemon. 3 of them could be horrible. 3 of them could be fire types. You don't know what you're going to get. It's just going to be ugh whenever you finally figure it out. Not to mention the opponents always seem to get hacks against you as well as much better Pokemon in general. There's no telling how many times I had to fight a legendary with a team of very underused Pokemon. But that's besides the point. I mean, I do like the Battle Frontier and everything, but to be honest, I think this was actually one of the places I liked the least. Because, yeah, luck and all that. So if you're wondering why I'm deciding to show all 7 battles before I show off the special prize that probably everyone knows about, but in case those that don't, well, I'm not going to spoil it for them. Yeah. The following is a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of battles where I just get plain unlucky and barely survive. Took me 50 dozen tries, and to be honest, I can understand why it is that I'm having such troubles. It's because this game seems to be, like, kind of weighed against you. Like, I've reloaded a save state before, which in fact I actually do in this video, just to see what happened if I if I replayed the moment again and again to see how the odds will play out against me. It never ever changed. It stayed like that forever. Just bleh. It was that bad. And I'm not sure how the volume is going to turn on this, so if I'm way louder than that, then oh well, you'll live with it. Thankfully, this round, I got some semi-decent Pokemon, so I wasn't, you know, way in over my head. One problem I kept on doing was, oh, you gotta love this, used Endure with an explosion. Somehow survive it. My problem was I kept on choosing the wrong move, like you saw there. I was trying to go for reversal, but I kept on using Earthquake. Thankfully, the AI in the 3rd gen wasn't smart enough to realize that I was doing this. Which I don't know is a good thing or a bad thing, because, well, you'll see why near the end of the video. Why it's a good thing. And I'm not sure what I was trying to do. I think I was just weighing my options, seeing if I could trade anything. I think I did trade for the Venusaur. Oh yeah, biggest mistake you'll ever do in this game. Switch out Pokemon. Not this game. In this part of the Battle Frontier, switch out Pokemon. They will die. I don't care how good of a team you got. You don't know the moves of the Pokemon, even if you played this thousands of times over, because there's actually multiple move sets of each Pokemon in each round. So, chances are you're not gonna do well if you're gonna try and switch out. Trust me, this is how I fail so many times in my real life Soul Silver Battle Frontier. And amazingly enough, I got lucky that he just kind of stayed alive, and eventually I just got enough hacks against him to get him to die by the time I sent out Blaziken, so... And thankfully enough, I got Fortress, so no need to worry. I should be going up on my comment soon. No, not quite yet. This is only the 4th battle. The 7th battle is whenever you get the prize thingy. So yeah, I finally made the smart move to switch out that Venusaur and get the Starmie, which has much better movesets, stats, all that. And that's one problem with Pokemon, actually, is that, well, first off, it makes me sniff. And you gotta love this thinking here. I'm frozen, and I know that some fire moves can get you immediately defrosted, so that's what I did. And now I get a Salackberry. What do? I use Endure. And then I die from the poison. I are smart. The problem is that some Pokemon are just horrible, and then there's some Pokemon that are just broken. And a guy like that, I've lost at extreme speed. But of course he doesn't just say I lost at extreme speed, he says, I lost at extreme speed. Because, you know, they're all caps. Why they thought that was a good idea, I don't know. So, yeah, explosion. And it turns out you don't Well, I think I already said that, so never mind me. And of course I was smart enough to think, oh yeah, I'll totally live. And then I'll totally be able to hit him. But of course, what does he use? Attract. I think this is actually a very close battle because me and this Milotic went at it for like 5 hours. I just kept on using Thunderbolt, he kept on using Recover, I just kept on using Thunderbolt, he kept on using Recover. And it kind of went back and forth like this for a while. And thankfully he was stupid enough to do that and get a critical hit on me because, you know, that's all they get in this game pretty much. And Espeon, thankfully he uses Wish and Surf should be gone. Last match, I must say, I'm going to have more to say about this, especially whenever you see the second round of 7 battles, because those were insanely mean. Like, I don't even know how I won those. But you don't need to hear about that right now, you're just watching me beat up on Altaria. And I knew I could switch it on to Altaria, because, come on, it's Altaria. And that's like 70 attack base. And you know what they say about base, right? That's right, Steel Home. That makes sense, no. Am I still mad at this darn minigame? Yes. Alright, here we go. Didn't want to waste my voice, so I'm doing post-commentary. Well, you already heard me do my post-commentary for the first 6. So yeah, it turns out that the boss actually wants to fight us here. Unfortunately, unlike in the anime, if he has an Articuno in this fight, I would love that. The factory head is demanding you. He can't tell us anything about him. How sad. Hopefully this dream team will make it. If anything, I want to switch out this, but that last team was actually kind of pitiful. So, there he is. He's kind of impatient. I'm basically in charge of this place. You're still squaring your head. Well, no duh, I'm Pixels. If I wasn't squaring my head, that'd actually be pretty interesting. So yeah, he's using rental Pokemon. And gotta love the music for fighting these guys. Alright, so there's a Dugtrio. Not too bad. I know this thing's moveset, so I should be able to counter him. Now, if I could remember which moves to use, unlike you saw in my pitiful last 6 fights where I kept on using the wrong moves. Alright, I thought he would use Earthquake. I mean, come on, it's Stab. Alright, I've endured the hit and Selic Berry activating, I should be able to outspeed this guy. Alright. Since Dugtrio has poor defense and poor HP, down he goes. Alright, there's a Wailord, that's not too bad. Reversal. Yeah, this is completely random each time because he's using rental Pokemon as well. So, you know, that's nice of him, unlike the other heads. And, of course, he would overkill me with Hydro Pump at 1 HP. I think I got this in the bag, unless he has, like, I don't know, an Entei. Okay, it's a Cradilly. I was actually scared there for a second, because I have lost a Battle Factory, and that was it. Wow. Yay. So yeah, we get the silver knowledge symbol. I wonder, hey, why is it silver? Silver, not civil. And every time you beat a factory, every time you beat a head of a Battle Frontier place, you get a much more battle points. And so yeah, obsessive saving later. No, not really. I still like that first battle I had. No, wait. Do I have a battle on here? And then battle record. Alright, this is that battle. Okay, that's all I want to know. So you're wondering, hey, why is it silver and not gold? Well, you'll see that in a few minutes. Or seconds. I don't know. On to the second, and probably one of the worst fights I had to go, worst round of 7 battles I had to go through.
But thankfully I got lucky with the starting matchup because, you know, I got
couple legendaries, Registeels, Suicune, Venusaur, hey, even a Snorlax. And then I get this. Jackpot. Yeah. I even said that because I knew that I love Latios. In fact, I love Latios and Latios. They're both really, really good Pokemon. And if you have their special item, the Soldew, your special stats are both doubled, making them uber if you have them, but I don't know if you can even have a Soldew. I do know that you can use the Lotties, as you can see here. You can actually use a few legendaries, but, you know, there's some that have to be taken out, like Lugia, Ho-Oh, because their stats are too high and unbalanced. And now that I think about it, well, it's not happening quite yet, but yeah, I got really unlucky in this, because even though I did get Latios, he didn't carry me through quite like I was hoping he would. He helped definitely. I'm not sure I would have made it without him. But you just gotta see some of these battles, because they're ridiculous. Redonkulous, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of the Pokemon here actually like to do this strategy of, like, giving it a move that raises the stats of the opponent, and then using Psych Up to copy it. The problem is I've never seen Registeel use it well. Seems like he never quite got the stats boost. There my phone went off, so I had to stop the video real quick and then get back into it later. And of course I get burned because, you know, Hax is against me. Thankfully though I survived long enough to get the beat down to him, to Gardevoir. It's a good Pokemon in this game. It got a little bit less good in the next game, with the introduction of other special attackers and stuff like that. So yeah, I realized, oh wait, it said this team was filled with ice. Well, at least I had this to switch into. So yeah, I tried this strategy again, and of course Jinx is trying to use Lovely Kiss, because that's about the only move it knows, apparently. I think it's on a majority of her movesets, though, so there's not really much escaping it. You know, sometimes I actually just try and take a Pokemon that has a horrible moveset just so that I don't have to fight it. Credillia in the 4th generation Battle Factory games is very much so horrible. So I've actually used it before, and it was very good. And of course I gave it away. But, you know, and then it reminded me about it. Shut up! So yeah, Articuno. Not quite Nolan's Articuno, but hey, it was there. You know, I really wish they would have done a little bit more with the Battle Frontier in the series, the anime series, than they did, because, I mean, you know, whenever I saw it, I, like, freaked out, because, like, oh my goodness, it's the Battle Factory, I love that stuff so much, what? And, you know, then they took out pretty much the whole minigame concept of it, and it was more like fighting gym leaders again. And they instantly got the gold symbols. Why did they instantly get the gold symbols? Come on. At least beat them down twice with their 2 teams. At least they did base them mostly off the, you know, their game counterparts in here. You know, except Nolan, who, you know, since they took out the minigame part of it, then, wow, that Swampert barely survived. And, you know, he couldn't really do the renting Pokemon. He did have an Articuno, though. That was pretty awesome. Because, seriously, who else uses an Articuno? Alright, I think the 5th match was the one that was so horrible. Oh, watch this. I switch out Snorlax for Swampert, thinking, oh hey, Swampert will be good. Right? Well, it turns out I'll be wrong. But you'll see why later. First, time for extremely annoying as crap Hax time. Watch this. He uses double team once, I miss. Twice, I miss. 3 times, I miss. 4 times, I miss. Uses Thunder. So then, well, it wasn't this try. Actually start a save state and continually use Dragon Claw to see if my chances of ever hitting will change. Like I've said before, it never does. That's how unbalanced this game is, because, not to mention, every single freaking Pokemon knows those double team and moves like that. And then they have leftovers to keep on refilling their health. Oh, but watch this. Earthquake once, hit. Double team. Earthquake twice, hit. Gotta love that unfair hacks. Not to mention, the main problem is that there's no code of honor that these guys live up to. I mean, there's at least a code of honor whenever you're fighting people over Wi-Fi or whatever it is. Shoddy. S-H-O-D-D-Y. At least there's clauses like the sleep clause, Oko clause, evasion clause, Uber clause, of course, is in pretty much every battle nowadays. It used to not to. I remember there were early fights in Diamond and Pearl where, this was back when I watched Maryland, he fought that one guy who was like unbeatable 3. He fought him, beat up the legendaries with regular Pokemon that ended up becoming overused. And then of course Maryland got off YouTube now. I can see why. He became kind of too child-friendly eventually. And then like Dark Neutral got off, which I was kind of sad about, because he was the one that got me into Reign of Legends. And even though I didn't really like his LPing style, you know, he did show that. So, oh yeah, watch this. I fought a Snorlax here. Ain't that great? And so I'm trying to finish this off. You know, get this Vileplume out of the way. Finish up this darn battle. And I had to pause here because my mom called me to do something. You don't really have to know what. And, well, we're almost done here. You're gonna see me finally fight Nolan again, and blowing this all off. Alright. Oh my goodness. So many redos. But, second fight against him. Love my Latios. May switch out Registeel, depends on what he had. He didn't have anything good. Okay, let's do this thing. So yeah, he comes and fights you. Again. He's not quite as weird as the Battle Factory head in the 4th generation games. He's just like smart, Alec knows everything. All that fun stuff. But I got freaking Latios, I don't care. This is one of my favorite Pokemon, and what the heck did I miss him for? Come on. It's like... What? Okay, I hit him that time. Oh. The freaking luck in this game. Oh, hey, Snorlax. I guess he's getting revenge on me for not choosing him whenever I was, you know, trading. Okay, good, he missed. Finally, some hacks against him. To me. Let's just get rid of this guy. Finally, superpower's working for me, not against me. Oh crap, Dusclops. I've had problems with this thing before. I hope like heck it doesn't continue. And I just kind of brought that upon myself. And of course, double hacks. Ooh, I live though. Aerial Ace, quick, get some damage on him. I don't care anymore. Just damage him. Alright, so I caused problems for Swampert, but hey, he can live. Crap, that's right. Curse. And of course you snap out of Confusion, because you know, that makes you sense not to snap out of Confusion. At least this doesn't have Double Team. I've lost so many times to a Dusclops with Double Team. course you copy my stat changes. But hey, I don't care, you're being stupid. Yes, you are. Hooray! Bad AI. Oh my goodness, finally beat him. What happened? You're getting out of my league. Jeez. And he colors it gold. We're painting the knowledge red or gold. Hey, he turned Canadian. Hooray. Oh yeah, you also won 7 matches in a row. That's actually a achievement in itself because there's no telling how many retries I had to do for this. And let me see what my battle record was. Let's see. I need to watch this play out because I can't quite remember what happened. Got rid of the slow bro. There's the Scizor. Alright, there goes the Mr. Mime. I can remember that. Here comes Snorlax, getting rid of that. I'm not quite sure why I saved this just yet. Nope, still not sure. Nope, still not sure. Oh yeah, that's right, because I would have been done for had I not had overheat. Alright, so next time I guess I'll take on the Battle Pike, because, well, I like the Battle Pike, so hey, why not?